we got ourselves a new free 89 overall player in this game, and in today's video, I'm going to showcase the card, how to get him, as well as whether or not it's worth grinding for the player. So yeah, hope you guys are all having a wonderful day out there, and let's get started by talking about this new 89 overall Courtland Sutton card. And boys, y'all see the cut? What you think in the comment section? So yeah, the free player we're going to be talking about in the video is going to be in the competitive field pass all the way up at level 22 or 200 competitive points, and that's going to be an exclusive 89 overall Courtland Sutton. And of course, to get this player, you got to rack up competitive points in this game. So when you go on over to solo battles, mud champs, head-to-head seasons, sets, or stats, you can get competitive currency. And later in the video, I'll be talking about some things you guys can do to get competitive points in the quickest way possible, but before we do that, let's talk about the card itself. So bang! On the screen right here, you're going to see the 89 Courtland Sutton, 88 speed, 90 jumping, 89 catching traffic. The route running is going to be good, 88 spec, 88 short, 87 medium, and then 84 deep isn't really that great. But probably one of the better things about this Courtland Sutton is he is 6'3", so he's one of the taller receivers in this game. He's going to have good speed. It's not like top end speed, but it's still good speed. And then of course, the rest of the stats are nice. The catching, all really good. The route running, all really good. And I know I just said his 88 speed isn't technically top end in this game. The reason I said that is because Crabtree's got 89, but as you guys can see right here, every other receiver in Madden 23 has got 88 speed or slower, so he is going to be up there when it comes to the quicker guys in this game. And of course, he's got the height, he's got the catching, he's got good route running. The deep route running does worry me a little bit, but ultimately, this is going to be one of the best receivers in this game. You gotta put him in here with like the top 5, Randy Moss, Justin Jefferson, Crabtree, Fitzgerald. He's in that like A-tier echelon of receivers. So yeah, we're basically going to be able to get ourselves one of the best wide receivers in this game for free. And on the topic of the Broncos quickly, I'm curious, do you guys think Russell Wilson is going for higher or lower 255 passing yards in tonight's game? Drop a comment down below in the comment section to let me know. And if you're looking to make a pick on Underdog, that's actually the exact line. So if you're feeling confident that he's going to go for higher or for lower, be sure to sign up with Underdog Fantasy by clicking the link in the description, and you can make that pick right there. If you're right, you'll win some money. And of course, if you use code SWIFT to sign up, you are going to be getting a deposit match on the app. But getting back on track after, in my opinion, a kind of clean little segue into an ad read, fellas, let's talk about the competitive pass right here and talk about getting some competitive pass points. So yeah, as you guys can see right here, when we take a look at the competitive pass in this game, the first thing that everyone has to do is you got to come in and you got to do these two sets, the 80-81 elite player and the 82-83 elite exchange. Now fellas, these are not going to be challenging sets to do whatsoever. I went to my sets, I bought like some 78 overall golds, and I did the 80-81, and then I bought a couple more 80-81s to do the 82-83. It is not challenging, and for doing each of the set literally just one time, you're getting 20 competitive points, and it's not like you're going to be losing many coins either. Maybe you lose like 10,000 coins by doing these two sets right here, but it's still worth it. Now that's kind of like step number 1. That's the step that everyone should do. That got me up to level 4 in a matter of minutes, really quick. But once you guys have done that, it becomes a little bit more challenging to decide if you want to play mud champs, head-to-head seasons, or bang out your stats. And fellas, I did make a full-length video going very in-depth into all this stuff, going into how much CP you're going to get per game, how much CP you're going to get per win within each of these modes, solo battles, mud champs, head-to-head seasons. I made a full in-depth video in that. I will leave it linked in the description, but the short answer is mud champs is the best way to do it. If you can play mud champs and get up to a total of 25 wins in 2 weeks, you're going to be getting Courtland Sutton for free. So yeah, that's not 25 wins in 1 week. That's 25 wins over a 2-week period, so about 12 wins per week. I think you could maybe even do it with 20 wins. I could be wrong here, but I think 20 wins even could get the job done for you if you're getting stats done while you do it. So yeah, I would recommend you play mud champs. If not, and you want to play solo battles or head-to-head seasons, it's going to be up to you. Again, I made a full-length video though, talking about my ultimate guide to get all this stuff done quickly. I will leave it linked in the description. It's kind of a must to check that out. To get Madden 23 coins for the 100% cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. But now we get into probably the most important part of the video, and that's whether or not it's truly worth it to come in here and grind for this Courtland Sutton. And fellas, I would say personally, if you are planning on playing online in this game and you like playing head-to-head, you like playing mud champs, you like playing solo battles, then it's worth doing it. Like for me personally, I enjoy playing weekend league, I enjoy playing head-to-head seasons, so coming in here and spending maybe a little bit more time playing mud champs than I usually usually would to get this 89 overall player is personally worth it for me. So that's kind of like group number one. Group number one is players that enjoy playing online. I personally enjoy playing online. I enjoy playing competitively. I enjoy my champions. But for a lot of you guys out there who maybe just don't have a good enough team or just don't have a good enough scheme to compete with some of those really sweaty players in my champions, then it becomes a lot more difficult to get this Courtland Sutton card for free. And personally, in my opinion, if you're in that situation, I wouldn't really set your sights on getting the card. It's going to be really difficult to rack up 200 competitive points by mainly playing solo battles and stuff like that. So if you're in a situation where, again, your team isn't that good, your scheme isn't that good, or maybe you just don't even have the time to get this player, I wouldn't worry about it a ton, because honestly, he's a good player, but it's not worth the stress of like losing a ton of games in my champions, getting pissed off, spending a lot of time on it, and then maybe not even getting it in the end. So those are kind of like the two categories of players that I wanted to mention. I would say if you're more of like a casual player who doesn't love playing online, then maybe this card isn't for you. You can try and get him, you can try and play some mud champs, but if you don't get him, I wouldn't be too bummed out. And then on the opposite side of the coin, if you enjoy playing mud champions and maybe you're a little bit more competitive in this game, then this card is worth going for, because getting 12 wins per week isn't really that difficult in mud champs. Like honestly, that's about 1 to 2 wins per day. If you hop on Madden for like 45 minutes, win a couple games, then you're going to be in a great situation to get this card for free. So that's going to be a little bit of a guide on getting the Courtland Sutton card in this game. If you made it to this point in the video, fellas, be sure to scroll down and drop a like on the video, as well as maybe hit that sub button. You know, you don't have to, but over half the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you like this and you want to stay up to date with more ways to get free players, stay up to date with some Madden giveaways on the channel, hit that sub button. And boys, let me know some of your takes for NFL Week 1 down below in the comment section. I'm really happy the Saints ended up pulling out that W, man. Finally, we ended up getting the offense working in the fourth quarter. There was a time when Winston hit Jarvis for like a 30-yard game, Michael Thomas in the end zone, and then Chris Olave for the 2-point conversion, and I was like, damn, bro, am I in football heaven right now? And then we completed the comeback. Crazy game, bro. Absolutely crazy game, but it wasn't even the craziest one yesterday. Steelers, Bengals, ridiculous. A bunch of madness across the league. I would say right now, the NFC is looking weak, man. Like, honestly, who is the best team in the NFC right now? I would say it's absolutely wide open, bro. There's a bunch of up-and-coming teams, like maybe the Vikings could be good, the Eagles could be good, maybe even the Saints could take that spot, and then obviously there's like those top dog teams like the Bucks, the Packers, the Rams. None of them look that good, though. I'm a Saints fan, but I do think the Bucks look the best out of those top 3 teams. Out of the Packers, the Rams, and the Bucks, I would have to say the Bucks look the best, but obviously there's a bunch of teams that could take their spot. I personally think the Saints could end up beating the Bucks next week for sure. Like, as long as we can get some interior defensive line pressure, we can move the ball on offense and just not turn it over a ton, I think we'll be in a good spot. But yeah, fellas, that's gonna do it for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Again, if you want to support the channel and sign up with Underdog Fantasy, it is the best way to support me as a content creator. And of course, you guys can maybe win some money over there by making some picks on the football games. I won't lie, it's more fun to put down a couple picks while you're watching the games, and we have Monday Night Football coming later tonight. Could be a boring game. Make it more fun by making some picks on Underdog. And until next time, fellas, have a wonderful day. I appreciate you guys a ton. We pull Laquan Alexander, my ex-boy from the Saints, and I'm out. Peace.